They're free for now. And Andrew Tate tweeted, we're gonna cover all this stuff. Andrew Tate tweeted, anybody who cannot show me a timestamp of defending me while I was in a jail cell can get fucked. Begging me for interviews and podcasts to bring views to their channels. The internet is mine. All of the world's biggest podcasts need me. I don't need them. He's right. Everybody, especially like all the people hating, are going to want to get a collaboration now. But he's past the point where he needs to go and collaborate with these people. He has created a movement of his own that can't really be replicated or can't really be touched at this moment. And for all the people who are begging for attention and were, constantly trying to bring him down, it's like it was. Haven't you seen like so many people turn? Do you see how many people turned on the Tate brothers? We have seen everybody switch up in the past few months. It became extremely cool to go dogpile on the Tate brothers for the past since they got locked up. When they were out, it was people were hating on them, but it was joking. The amount of people that have switched up and have decided to go use that for their personal gain and try, because they are limited in what they could talk about because they're fighting an ongoing investigation, is pretty, it's pretty alarming to how, like, they talk about if you want to see how people only love you for your accomplishments, win a fight and then see how everybody will be calling your phone. And then you lose a fight, nobody's going to be ringing you. I've noticed the same thing too. People want to have me on their podcast. People want to go associate with me. Everybody wants to hang out with me. My time is valuable. Like, just being around me is beneficial for a lot of people. And so you kind of have to like allocate time. Like when I'm doing the 1 minute podcast, people will come and sit down and then stay after I'm recording. Or I'll have to like tell people to leave because I have to continue working now because they know that just sitting there, there's something to gain. But when they're in jail, they can gain clout and notoriety by shitting on them. And have it type of one chat. If you've seen like all these conservatives who like probably would have aligned with everything they talk about before, immediately switch when the Tates are limited, when they are under pressure, when it became extremely popular to hate on them. And I want everybody to remember those people. I think it's important because you do have to differentiate common respect and then when it's just for clout. All right, you guys know I've never switched up on the Tates. Since day one, I've said they're innocent. I've taken hits on my reputation. I've publicly like put my reputation on the line saying that these guys are innocent. I know that it's not over, and apparently they have an upcoming trial, but for them to get off a house arrest, like first time they're actually free to walk around Romania, they're out of jail for the first time this year, is not only, it's great for them, but like you got to think personally, like I put a lot on the line defending them, and I've never switched up. I've never switched up. And then there's so many people. We're going to get into all that. It's not one individual person, but everybody saw an opportunity to get clout points from men that, like, we all understand that the whole investigation, there's no evidence, and instead of using their voice to try to platform and why people are calling me, don't call me. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's happening right now, chat. People are calling me right now that I barely know. This way you don't have to don't give your number out. Look at them. Like, finally, the first time you see them like smiling like that. Anyone who's actually read the entire file of my case know the truth. I am innocent. All these people, like, they know that the whole case was bullshit, and they're just using their platforms to shit on two men that they know are innocent to boost themselves. It's very snaky, and it just lacks honor. But that's what happens when clout becomes currency, when engagement becomes the new form of currency. People will put basic respect and they'll put their pride in front of what's really right because they care about themselves. I mean, you got to understand, but everybody cares about themselves. It did blow my mind seeing how everybody switched up like that. But you got to be careful. Everybody listening, like when you're down, the same thing is going to happen on a minor scale to us. Like when you're down, nobody wants to fuck with you. When you're up, everybody's going to be ringing your phone.
Good morning, everyone. In January, when I was thrown in a jail cell, the media reported and told the world I was a terrible person. They said that I hurt people and I make a lot of money from criminal enterprise. And here we stand 7 or 8 months later, and I've not seen a single victim on the news. I don't know if you have. I've seen lots of girls sticking up for me, lots of people defending me. I've not seen a single person stand up and say that I have hurt them. Not one. It's very exhausting to continue to perpetuate lies. It's very hard to keep lies afloat when you have no actual evidence. We've been completely innocent since the beginning of this, and I have to give absolute faith to the Romanian judicial system for finally making the right decision and letting us free. I'm sure in the end we'll be absolutely exonerated, and everybody who was pushing these lies and reporting things on repeat without any substantial evidence.
I've been saying that since I went to Dubai and did all these podcasts with all his associates. I was saying, like, free Tate from the start. Even when I first heard about him, when I first heard about the human trafficking, I'm like, this is bullshit. Immediately when I heard it last year, if you guys are watching since season 1, day 1, the first thing I'm like, this is nonsense. This is just the blueprint case that they'll use against men. Find the man and we'll give you the crime. Every single time. You look at the man, you could figure out how to put this man in jail, making up a bullshit case that fits with their character.
They're going to have to analyze within themselves why they decide to try and destroy people's lives purely for views. I've done nothing wrong. God knows I've done nothing wrong. In my heart, I know I've done nothing wrong. I think the people at home who are the functioning brain understand we've done nothing wrong, because nobody has yet to identify a single victim which is saying that we've done anything to them since the beginning of this entire process. Once again, absolute respect to the judge, respect to Romania, respect to the Romanian judicial system. I look forward to being completely exonerated in due time. Thank you.
Nice and professional, speaking like a politician. And then there he is, deciding not even to leave. Just going to be in the crib eating steak. What would you do, chat? Would you go out and immediately start twerking at a club, or are you going to stay with your boys eating steak at home? I'm not going to lie, I'm probably going to go outside. Chat, how's the lag? Are we lagging? Is it good? Is it bad? Can I keep going or no? Can I keep cooking? I'm going to keep cooking. And then here we go. So before, I want to watch this video. He put a 5-minute video. Before that, I put out a tweet showing messages from Zerka the other day, who's been, you know, in my opinion, I said this from the start, I think that he is a Tate fan. I think Zerka is a Tate fan, and just saw an opportunity to go and take some of his audience and to fill the gap of the masculinity alpha male thing while the Tates are kind of neutered to an extent, or nerfed while they're in house arrest. And so I never really took what Zerka was saying about the Tate seriously. I just saw it as like, okay, you see an opportunity. It's good for your stream. It's good to gain attention. But L stream, it's frozen. It's frozen. You cannot hear me? Super laggy. Oh, man. Chat, type of 1 if you can hear me. Type of a 2 if it's lagging. Back. Can I just keep cooking? We back? W or L on the Wi-Fi chat. This New York Wi-Fi, it was working like the other day. I did a whole stream 2 days ago and it was fine. Let me cook. I have so much more to cook. I have so much more to talk about. Connect to my hotspot? Ah, shit. Chat, I don't know if my hotspot's really gonna work like that. It's good now? Okay, everybody refresh. Maybe I'll chill watching the videos and I'll just cook. Just let me cook then. All right, we're gonna keep cooking. Fuck it. Okay. So if you could hear what I was saying that I don't think that, like, Zerka, for example, I could say was like the #1 Tate hater since they were in house arrest. And he messaged me this on Wednesday saying the Tates are guilty. Good job fooling everyone, LMAO. Why were you so certain? Stay away from that topic. Insider info says he's going away for a while. And then after this happened, I just called him a retard faggot. Because, I mean, he calls me faggot all the time, but it's like, you were saying, oh, I have insider info. I have the leaked information. What happened to that? Stay away from this. This was the sentiment from a lot of people. Why were you so certain? Stay away from that topic. Good job fooling everybody. Everybody knew that I was the one, or I was one of the people defending them the most. And do you see the type of response you get from other content creators? People are like, stay away from this. Don't keep defending people that you consider friends. Don't defend people because it's not going to be personally beneficial. Even if you believe it to be true, stay away from these topics. And Tristan responded, with the prayer hands and a heart, which is good. They seem, and I was kind of feeling a little bit of pressure because I have Zerka on the stream all the time, and I can't lie, I like the guy. I think that he should stop doing drugs. I tell him that, but I like the guy. But I obviously don't like what he says about. I think it's pointless. I think that infighting is stupid. I think prioritizing clout over principles is also gay. Thank you for the 10, Andre. It's working. Good chat if you bring the play bar back a minute. Oh man, so people are, you got to lag like that. Whatever. But I saw a tweet from Andrew, and he was kind of talking about this the other day, saying, Tom Khan tweeted, and Andrew Tate retweeted this, saying, if you're a friend, it's not just about defending me behind my back. It's also not associating yourself with enemies of mine. This new generation doesn't get it. That's a snake move. There's no middle ground. You're either with me or you're not. But be real and stick by your guns. And I've noticed this since I was going to Dubai and the streaming thing, since this whole case has kind of blown up and become a worldwide phenomenon in the news and within conservative media. It's like, a lot of the people that I'm hanging out with are some of the biggest haters, are some of the biggest people spreading more lies about these guys, are some of the people that are supporting the Matrix attacks. How does that reflect upon me when I'm within this inner circle? How does that reflect on me when I'm associating with some of the people that are pushing the agenda and spreading the lies that the mainstream media is trying to spread, that the lying accusers are trying to spread? How does that reflect upon me when I'm I'm hanging out, I'm eating food, I'm bringing them on stream with people that are laughing at the fact that 2 innocent men, Andrew and Tristan, are in jail? How does that look upon me? And you got to draw the line. I don't know what you guys think about this. I don't know if it's still lagging or not, but I think I want to see what you guys think. Like, how much can I really be called a snake when you're doing this? Like, if streaming is your profession, if this is what you do you put all of that aside and just go fully at war? Or sometimes can you platform people knowing that they're gonna look dumb or that they are wrong anyway? How much can you prioritize content and actual real relationships? You're the mediator. But I do see what he's coming from, and I think this is kind of a subtweet, but I think, Andrew liked the reply. Andrew liked, whatever. It's just like, now this is dumb gossiping drama. But I'm glad they're off of house arrest, legitimately. Chad, are we still lagging, yes or no? Chad, are we still lagging, yes or no? Thank you, Batu Beja, for the 10. Bro, let's keep it real. You are closer to the Zerka and them than you are with the Tate Bros. True, yeah, I do spend more time with them, but what's the point of saying that? And also, yeah, shout out to Tom Khan. But yeah, let's keep... We good? No more lag? Kinda. And then you see how chat will try to drag you into drama more. Chat, you want to elevate past bullshit drama when people's lives are at stake. And then I looked at the Discord, and then all day it's just people talking about drama and then who this back and forth, who's with who. You read the chat right now, it's yeah, a lot of you guys are way in too deep with this type of stuff, especially when people's lives are at stake. And then he was kind of responded to, here I am doing he's still trolling. This is kind of his response. Trolling Sneako with Mike to see if he's loyal. Ha 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 ha. He has never won even once against me. Also, Don is ducking our second debate. Sneako DM'd him and said they both went MIA. It's just that's just not true. But streaming, chat, the thing is streaming, this is kind of a gay profession. If you wanna do it properly, I could drag this into a 6-hour stream, reading tweets, responding to the people. He likes you more than you like him. The people in the chat like that. I can go through the Discord and then look at the different Twitter likes of this and think about who's connecting with who. This shit is all gay. You need to be outside interacting with people, having real relationships. And so many people this world will bring you into this drama, gossiping bullshit. When you have men gossiping about other men's lives and what man likes another man more than the other man, this is gay. Streaming is gay. This is why I don't want to do this forever and why I always prefer doing the videos like my Unabomber video and the 1 minute podcast I did today and another video that I'm working on now. Because I like making like esoteric, like bigger content, because doing streaming right is being a gossiping faggot, is snaking your friends. It's constantly indulging yourself in drama. And it doesn't even matter, even when it gets to the point where people are falsely imprisoned, still farming it for content. Like thinking in the streamer mind is putting your relationships to the side and thinking about how can I farm this relationship the most. And that's not what I want my stream to be about is seeing the progression of a man becoming the best that he could possibly be, is becoming capable in all realms. I think the manosphere should be more than just about women. It's really gay that the manosphere is just focused how to pick up girls. It's gay. Being a man is so much more than that. Being a man is being strong, being capable, being respected, being skilled, having a strong, like all the things that encompass being a capable man is way more than picking up drunk chicks in a bar. But we focus on drunk chicks in a bar so much, and there's much more to that. So if I want my stream to be about becoming a man, and I'm also like doing it every single day, I have to kind of put a lot of that drama bullshit aside. Like, what about this? What about that? What about this? Kind of like the, oh, what is this? Let me farm. Oh, leak DMs. Let's go leak this. And it's just like, do you get what I'm saying? Like, so to do it the right way, you can't stream the right way and become a respected man and not fuck over people that you know in real life, or do snaky stuff for content. Prioritize what's best for the content and for the retard schizos that are in the chat. Most of the people who watch the stream don't even chat. They see the people who are like, you gotta, he doesn't this. And they think that you're weird, but that's how you do it the right way. So it's kind of, you see this back and forth. And I think that if you paid attention to how I've been covering this case, the Tate case, and the people that I've been associating with, you can kind of see the dilemma. So, but I don't think that streaming is something that's going to be permanent for me for this reason. You're not going to do daily streams? I will. I'm going to keep doing daily streams, but it's not something that I see myself doing forever, because I want to transition into like a podcast or a show or something, because I don't like, it really like, it bothers me that people that I respect and look up to, they're like, yo, this guy's kind of a snake. I don't like that, because when I do this properly, you're just being a snake. You're gonna be talking shit too much and this back and forth. So get the strap. I can't get the strap, chat. Tristan said, you don't understand. I've always been free. And then who you got? You got the Diaz brothers, or you got Nate Diaz or Jake Paul? I got Nate Diaz. I'm not gonna lie. Don't clip that if I'm wrong. And then we have the Kai stuff. Apparently he's like, they're putting him in custody for this, but they kind of do it the right way. If you look at Kai and Phantom, and you look at just purely entertainment streamers, this is the divide. Because if you're just an entertainment streamer, then like like Kai's like kind of talk shit about me, but I know it's not in an actual like genuine way, so I don't get upset about that. I understand the game. But when you're just an entertainment streamer, you don't really have this problem, because everything is content. But I don't want my life to be content. I don't want to.
Okay. All right. Just really quick, Chief Matthew, Chief of Department. Standing here with me is Chief Kip, Chief of Transit. Earlier today at about 1:30 p.m., the NYPD became aware of a...
Wait, hold on. Before we get into this, I forgot. Andrew dropped a new video. Hold on, a 5-minute video that I want to watch. There we go.
Jail cell. I spent 3 months in a jail cell, in a dungeon, with cockroaches sharing my blanket with me. 3 months. Then I finally got released. 7 months. I've been locked in my house, and today a judge decided to let me go. I want everybody at home to understand exactly why that is. Up until now, all of the imprisonment and the deprivation of my liberty had nothing to do with evidence. It wasn't about evidence in a case file. It was the Romanian judicial system trying to decide if 1, I am a public danger, or 2, I am a flight risk. And to be fair to them, I am non-emotional, I am a professional, even when I am suffering. And I understand as an international man of huge financial resource, it's easy to deem me a flight risk. So my liberty was deprived. Only recently I was charged. This indictment appeared. I want everybody at home to also understand that 3 different federal agencies from 3 different countries have investigated my life for the last 15 months. Every photo I've ever taken, every video I've ever made, every conversation I've ever had, every phone call, 2,000 people who know me were contacted. Every single ex-girlfriend, my vet, my pool guy, my old house cleaner in an apartment I used to have 11 years ago. You name them. If they had anything to do with me, no matter how tedious the link, they were
Do you think, chat, if you were under investigation by 3 different federal agencies, do you think that you'd be able to survive for, I think, almost 2 years under investigation? Your phone messages, your computers, interviewing people in your personal life, your family. Would you be able to get off scot-free? Be honest. How many of you are hiding shit that you're afraid to talk about? How many of you have skeletons in the closet and you know that you're never going to be under investigation, so you don't really have to worry about it? But how many of you everyone's hiding something? All of you have skeletons in your closet. When you get to a certain level of influence, those skeletons just leave the closet. They become gay. They're out and open. They're loud and proud. They're going to pride parades. Your skeletons are dancing in the street. I think that if most of you, especially the haters in the chat, if you were under the same investigation, we would know something that you don't want us to know.
Contacted and they were interviewed. Hotlines were set up. Billboards were made. Has Andrew Tate ever hurt you? Do you have any information on Andrew Tate? The media was offering £50,000 for anybody who would give a negative story to me. Find another man who has hundreds of ex-girlfriends and not a single one of them rolled on me. Not a single one of them for money would say I'm a bad person. In fact, they would all say the opposite and defend me and stick up for me. You want to talk about a man of moral fiber? Find another man who can go through that. There's not another man on the street you can find whose ex-girlfriends who wouldn't turn on him.
Look how many people in the chat are saying, I'd be done for. I have in that closet. No cap. I'm done. I appreciate you guys for being honest. Can you tell us some of that? You guys are hiding behind a lot of usernames and stuff like that. You're a lot of these anonymous accounts. So you can be honest right now. I want to see some of the fucked up shit. Don't just make up a bunch of bullshit. I want to see what you guys are really hiding. Because some of the strongest judges, the people who want to cancel the most, are always the one where you dig down a little bit, you find something weird.
The media, all over the news. Andrew Tate's the worst man that's ever been. Andrew Tate's a human trafficker. Andrew Tate's a crime boss. He's a crime lord. Andrew Tate has all this money from illicit activities. Every penny I've ever made, all of my bank accounts seized. 15 million euros of assets were taken from me. They've been through every single bank transfer that I've ever sent. All of it, head to toe, to put this indictment together. So when this indictment is finally created, it should be an opera, right? It should be Shakespeare. It should show money transfers, victims, old victims from long ago, videos, pictures, medical records. This indictment should be absolutely bulletproof. The indictment was put together. I was held for 6 months without charge. That's the longest possible time I can be held without charge. The day before they finally submitted this indictment, it took as much time as they could. They took it down to the wire, every minute they could, to get this indictment together. And now the indictment's been put in front of a judge. And what has the judge done? The judge has picked up this indictment, looked at it, and said, this is garbage, let him go. Their bulletproof indictment. After all I just described, they finally put together a document that the judge has instantly said, let him go, this man should not be held. Anybody who believed this garbage, anybody who was insulting me while I sat inside of a jail cell, saying that maybe I am a human trafficker because of some stupid video from 10 years ago, any of these people who once insulted me or refused to defend me because they were scared, and that is the same thing. Something I haven't realized.
A lot of the people that did podcasts and collaborations, I'm not going to name names right now. A lot of the people that you know within the manosphere, the red pill space, that you've seen sitting next to them on podcasts or talking to them across calls, said nothing for almost a year, knowing that these two guys are innocent. They didn't want to put their reputation on the line. They didn't want to associate with somebody who could have gone down. They didn't want to go down with a sinking ship. They farmed them for clout, and they didn't stick up for them when they really needed it most. And I think a lot of you know what I'm talking about, but these people, it's just like, what do you really, are you guys just in this for monetary value? Are you just in this for clout? I thought that we were actually, maybe I'm naive because I'm like, I have this youthful whatever, but I'm like, yeah, let's go fight the fight. And then when it really gets down to it, everybody gets quiet and they keep tweeting about trannies.
A bunch of people who are my friends now and on my team now and are now begging me to bring views to their shit podcast didn't have very much to say while I was sitting in a fucking jail cell. Not very much at all. Don't think I don't know. Me and my team know exactly who was on my team and who wasn't. And I also know what I have done and what I have not done. And God knows the same. It doesn't matter if I get fucked at the end of this. It doesn't matter if I get completely destroyed. It doesn't matter if they put me in jail for life. I know what I have done and I know what I have not done. And I find absolute solace in that. Now I am free. Yes, I will remain free until the trial date when this garbage is finally thrown out and my name is absolutely and utterly clear. Anybody who believes any of this garbage is going to regret it, because I tell you something, Tristan said something to me in that jail cell was completely true. He said, 13 years in the Chateau d'If, and then the world is ours. If you have not read the Count of Monte Cristo, I strongly recommend that you do. In my final act of defiance against the Matrix, I've decided for my first day of freedom, I will visit the mosque and I will pray to God because Allah is the best of planners.
Alhamdulillah. Happy Friday, everybody. Jumu'ah Mubarak.
And then I will return to my house and stay home. That's right. You locked me up for 10 months. Where are you going to go? What are you going to do? I'm a bit tired. I'm going to stay in my house. That's what I'm going to do. I only want to talk to God and I want to be by myself. I don't want to talk to any of these snakes, any of these people on the internet trying to get views out of me, any of these people who pretend they support me and give a shit. When I really, when it gets down to the wire, it's me in a jail cell, me and my brother by ourselves, and all these other people don't seem to fucking give a fuck. Until
He's right. Like, the only people you really have in your life that care about you, it's your family. God forbid if anything happened to me, if I ever went down, if some girl tried to falsely accuse me, like even everybody in the chat, you'd be like, I would be there. No, you won't. You guys are all gone. All the people that I do podcasts with, they're not talking to me anymore. The people that say like, yo, I got you, that are FaceTiming me right now during the stream, they're not going to go bail me out. They're not going to send a letter. They're not visiting. They only want, or like the people that are taking pictures, they're not going to be the ones that greet me in the jail when I get out after. It's just going to be you and your family. A lot of these relationships, like you like to believe that they have your best interest in mind. It's not the case. And Tate's probably talking about even people like me. I benefit a lot from going on his podcast or going on the private jet, hanging out with them when I have Tristan on my stream. I benefit a lot from that, but how much can I really do to help? How much do I actually genuinely care about, like defending this case? It's something that you can talk about on a stream. It's good content. I can put it in the title, No More Free Tate. How genuine is that really? The people that you have that really genuinely care about you, it's just your family. And I've realized that I've been ignoring that since I've been working so hard this year. I have been not spending enough time around not only just my closest friends that are in New York City, this beautiful city, but not even enough time with my family. So I've been trying to allocate more time to this. This is a reminder for anybody watching right now. Call your grandma. Call your mom. Send a little text in the family group chat. Ask about what your sister's doing. Give your brother a call. I thought about, I was looking through my call logs with my brother. I used to share a bunk bed with my brother. Like, we used to share the same booger wall. We would wipe our boogers on the same, no, that's not, but we would play Mario together. I was Mario, he was Luigi. I would get the bottom bunk sometimes. He would get the top bunk sometimes. Every time we'd play FIFA, we were playing player 1, player 2. We did literally everything together. We knew everything about each other's lives. But as we get older, you get more distant, and then you don't talk to, like now when I talk to my brother on the phone, it's like, hey, how you been? It's like we have to play catch up, and before we just knew everything about each other. We knew everything. We were almost an extension of each other. And it's not the same anymore. And then you think about like who you're spending time with and who's around you. It's like, do these people even care about me? I'm in a section with these people. Like, I don't even know where you're from. You're dapping me up and you give me a hug and you're like, yo, what's up, brother? I don't know your last name. So keep the family close. And reminder for anybody listening that the people that actually care are the people that are going to be exactly the same when you're down than when you're up.
So there's views involved. Lies get tired. Lies get exhausted. It takes untold energy to continue to prop up a lie. It goes against the laws of physics. There's only so many times you can tell the world I'm a human trafficker with no evidence. Where's the girls? Where's the videos? Where's the victims? Where's the pictures? There's nothing. How many times can you continue to repeat the same garbage with no evidence? Nobody believes it. The moral arc of the universe bends towards truth. And I tell you something, when I am released from all of this, I'm going to use my massive platform and enormous financial capability to launch a charity to prevent this happening from any man ever again. This is enough, and it's going to have to stop.
And nobody who hates on the Tates, all the people that were constantly attacking these two guys when they were at their lowest point, probably in their lives, they don't do any charity. They don't do the, and they never talk about that either. The biggest haters, and I see haters in the chat too. Why do you never bring up the Tate Foundation? The amount of clean water that they brought to third world countries, the amount of the meals that they provide to people. Why is that never brought up in any discussion? You'll constantly use mistakes against people forever. And especially with the social media age, you're going to see this more where people find more skeletons because everything is out there now. Your entire life can be documented online. And for them, it happened only half their life because the internet wasn't around as much. But for guys like me and our age group, Gen Z, your entire life is online. So we're going to be able to find way more weak points in people than we've ever been able to find before. And people use your weak points against you. They use it as ammunition. Notice how they never talk about the positive. They never talk about the positive impact because haters don't care about that. They're just using your weaknesses to go and make themselves stronger. It's disingenuous.
And I'm going to stop it.
I'm glad they're free. I'm glad they're free. So what does this mean? I want to keep looking up this case a little more. What does this mean for, can they start going hard on podcasts again? Can they talk about everything? Or Hassan says, La familia es todo. You're right. La familia es todo. Actually, he died today. Rest in peace, Hector from Breaking Bad. The guy in the wheelchair, the ding, ding, ding. He died. He famously said, La familia es todo. He was drowning his two grandsons, not drowning, but he was I don't remember, but he was teaching them a lesson. And in that scene in Breaking Bad, Hector is with his two grandsons and he's drowning one of the grandsons. And he's looking at the other one. He's looking at the brother and he's like, do something. And he's drowning the other one. Eventually, the other grandson punches his grandfather in the face to get his brother out of that situation. And then the lesson was basically La familia es todo. When it comes down to it, you're gonna have to throw hands for your family. That's who's gonna be the one who's really fighting for you. That's who's gonna save you from drowning. Cool. Andrew Tate wants appeal in Romanian court to be released. Let me see.
Divisive influence, has to be said. Andrew Tate can be released from house arrest. He's won an appeal in Romania. I'm trying to get some more details on this. He's been held under house arrest along with his brother, hasn't he, for a number of months now, since I think the end of last year. But a judge has decided that certainly Andrew Tate, don't know what will happen to his brother, can be freed from house arrest pending trial. He's waiting for a trial on the charges of human trafficking.
Okay, so it's going to go to trial. They're going to take it to trial. It's probably going to be, Chad, it's going to be in 2 years.
The Bucharest Court of Appeals, this was, that he's taken, and his legal team have taken the case to. It's given a written ruling in the past couple of minutes saying this announcement, this ruling replaces the house arrest measure with that of judicial control for a period of 60 days from August the 4th, which is today, until October the 2nd, so a couple of months. Tate, you might recall, was indicted along with his brother Tristan and two Romanian female suspects for human trafficking, rape, and forming a criminal gang to sexually exploit women, charges they all deny. But that's the upshot of this from a Romanian court has decided that influencer Andrew Tate can be released from house arrest pending a trial.
Pending a trial. So pretty much the reason that they're released from house arrest is because they don't feel that there's anything else to investigate and that all the evidence has pretty much been found, so there's nothing else to find. I think they beat this case. I think they beat this case. I was kind of on the fence about it for a while. I think they win.
That's it.
Your job?